Hey everyone, this is Reverend Roy. Thank you for being here today. We're going to talk about doing sympathetic magic today. And easily defined, sympathetic magic is just the art of using any object to affect a magical change on something else. It's sort of like mimic magic. You can do this very simply with objects around your home. You can craft, you can make things, you can buy things, but I usually just make things myself. And I've got about five little demonstrations here today. I'm going to show you on different ways you can do this. The first one, if you've got someone you want to, maybe a roommate, you want to get out of your house, a co-worker, you're trying to get out of your office or at least move to another department, you can do that with a quartz crystal. Just take a quartz crystal, charge it with what you want to happen. I want Johnny out of this office. And put this somewhere in your office with a pointing toward the door or pointing toward the department where you want them to go to. And quartz crystals are good for that because nobody really questions us having those in our office. And every day you just move this crystal a little further, a little closer to the door every day, saying your little chant to yourself, I want Johnny out. I want Johnny out. Just move that every day. And this just adds some energy to that movement of getting someone toward the door, getting that roommate out, getting that co-worker out. I heard this trick many years ago from a friend of mine that was a midwife. And she would use 2 quartz crystals to help speed up labor. So just every 15 minutes or so, take these crystals and just move them a little bit apart and speed up that dilation process and speed that labor up. So we're just charging the crystals, moving them to affect the change that we want to make. My fuzzy little doll. Now I made this really quick. And this is about this little doll I made. I just cut up some cotton balls, glued it on the doll. And for an example today, we're going to talk about maybe stealing somebody's energy. You got somebody's just too much energy, pissing you off. Make you a little doll, put some cotton swabs on there, and every day you just pull a little piece off and throw it away. And the next day, take a little piece off and throw it away. And take away that power from them, especially if they're holding power over you. You're going to take that back. You could use anything on this. You could use herbs. You could use stones. You could use this in an instance where someone has stolen something from you, taking something from you, and with the magic to bring this back to you. And you just kind of keep repeating this till it all happens. This can be a supplement to burning candles. You know, we all like doing candle magic, that fire magic, but these things can be a supplement to doing that. And a third method of doing sympathetic magic, when we want to bring something to us. And today I'm just using the figural candles, a male and a female. And we've heard of moving candle spells, but we don't have to do a full candle spell to do this. You can do this with dolls or any object that you're wanting to bring to you. And every day we just move this a little bit closer. I want this. And bring it a little closer. I want this. You know, another way of doing that, if it was a person, you could every day move them through the day all the way to you. And beginning in the next day, a little bit closer. And bring them closer to you. Keep bringing them closer to you. This does not have to be a person. This could be a car. It could be a watch. It could be a job. You know, create you an object that represents what you want. If you got a specific car that you want, then get you a little box, get a picture of that car and glue it on there. Move that car closer to you every day. If you are wanting a job, certain job with a company, get a little box. Go on Google Maps, find a picture of that company and glue it on that box and bring that box to you every day, or move yourself toward that box every day. I'm going to work there. I am going to work there. I'm going to start going to work there. Every day, move yourself closer to that job. One of the things that I get asked about a lot in doing magical work for people is I want to make my neighbors move. I want to get rid of my neighbors. And sometimes that can be hard to do. It can take a lot of work depending on the circumstances. If they're renters, it's easier to get rid of than if they own the home and it's paid for. You know, if they own that house and they don't have mortgage payments, they're not going to give it up easily. And you're going to have to keep working on that. So one of the things you can do, and I just did this real quick, I created two little houses out of a box. We want to get this person out of 123 Main Street in Nashville, and we want them to move all the way to Los Angeles and get them out of our lives. We're just creating representations here. And this is the person that we want to get rid of. If it's, you know, a couple, use 2 candles. If it's got kids, use something to represent those kids. We want the whole family out of there. And every day, we're going to move this candle, this object, this doll, and get them closer to California. And we're going to do that in conjunction with doing the other things, the candle magic and so forth. And again, do this how it works for you. You can, through the day, move this a little bit, get them over here, and start back the next day. Or you can just move a little bit each day. So just whichever one of those resonates with you. And then finally, and I didn't have one to bring with me, marionettes, the little puppets. You can use a marionette to represent somebody, and you can walk them out of your life. You can walk them over to California. If you want to get a little bit baneful with it, you can drive them crazy 3 times a day. If you know they're going to something special today that they've been wanting to do and have fun, and they've been planning for this, and you really want to get back at them, take that marionette and just make it a horrible day for them. Or take them out of there. You can represent taking that marionette. You don't care where they go. Just get them out of this house. Get them out of this house and keep moving them around. So those are just a few examples of some sympathetic magic you can do. Make your own objects, find you some objects. You can get really cheap dolls at the dollar store. You can use figural candles to do that. Just you're creating one object to represent an effect magically that you want to make. So, any questions?
How long should you do it for? Is it like 7 days or just until
Till it works.
Gotcha.
Till it works. There are so many circumstances in working magic. Sometimes we think burning one candle is going to change our world, and sometimes it will. But sometimes there's things going on in the universe behind the scenes we don't know about, and we got to keep putting it out there. We got to keep working that energy. So we just keep doing it till it works. All right. Well, thank you for coming.